So we're going to start by marzipaning our cake. We've got the Christmas cake, it's sat on its board, and with the bottom of the cake has now become the top because that's the super flat surface and will give us the best surface for the top of our cake. So I've brushed it with some apricot glaze and it's ready for the marzipan now. So set that to one side. And you need to knead the marzipan until it's nice and soft and pliable. So I've got a long sausage and I'm going to roll it with the rolling pin to flatten. Now I've got that roughly rolled out. I'm going to use a pizza cutter just to straighten one edge. So now we need our cake back. What we're going to do is wrap the collar, sitting it on the base of the cake board around the cake. Where the two join here, we just need to cut it with a sharp knife. So there's the collar, and now we need to do the top. So taking the remainder of the marzipan, knead it back together, and we're going to roll it out to the same thickness as we did the collar, but this time into a circle. So place the cake tin that you baked your cake in on top of the marzipan and then cut around it with your pizza cutter or a sharp knife. So just lift the marzipan and straight onto the cake. Smoothing the top with the palm of your hand will give you a nice smooth finish, ready for covering in Regal ice. My surface is still lightly dusted with icing sugar. It needs to be kneaded until it's soft and smooth and pliable. Keep moving the icing just round slightly. Don't turn it over like you might do a pastry, but turn it slightly just to make sure it's not sticking to the work surface. So we've polished it with our hand and we're going to lift it over the cake. You place your rolling pin in the centre of the rolled out icing and flip the icing over it. You can then pick it up and manoeuvre it without it ripping, cracking and causing trouble for you. Positioning the bottom edge down against the cake board and flipping the icing over the top. Concentrate on the top to begin with, polishing it with your hand and still with your hands cupped, working the way down the side of the cake. So there's the cake covered. We need to take a sharp knife and trim around the base. Do make sure it's a sharp knife. So there we are. One iced and marzipan Christmas cake ready to decorate. I'm going to add one of these lovely cake collars and cut out 3 Christmas trees and to place them onto the top of the cake. So we've got our 3 Christmas trees on there. We're just going to add some silver balls, just pressing them gently in with your fingertip. And lastly, we're going to finish it with a touch of silver shimmer spray. For a beautiful shimmery finish. And there we have our Christmas cake done.